And it's a little bit uncomfortable, all the CD jungling. In my opinion, they should have really have the catalog for all the CDs on the first disc or something. Having to swap the discs that often is really a little bit annoying. Of course, I don't know if I need this developer library, and also wonder if all the CDs are full, 600 something megabyte. Is my 4 gigabyte SCSI drive enough to install Irix? Or are the disks all half full only? Questions over questions. So with this Irix Development Foundation, I get here error, the software distribution is not meant to install on the version of Irix currently running on this machine, sorry. So, why is it in this set then? This says no installation tools, contains user mountable file system. What do they say? No, they also say no installation tools, user mountable file system. So the question is, do we need to put this freeware things also like this? This is an update to the freeware series of CDs. These CDs are usually updated every 3 months, but only shipped out to the factory with new systems. However, we set up a website. At least it's reading something. And this is also strange. On the second freeware CD, it says here already on many things or whatever that it's already open, and so no idea what's up with this. Okay, so this general platform demos is the first disk that doesn't compute there, and I noticed so the first disks all had format inst file system, and this Silicon Graphics General and Platform demos have here really ISO 9660 file system. So, but both say no installation tools, contains user mountable file system, so, whatever. I also already had pre-sorted the disks up by the sequence number, probably meant for this, but no idea what's up with this. So, this platform demos do not compute there. What else do we have? Tele effect, ISO 9660. SNMP access to, don't really think I would need this, do I? Here's some scientific library, O2 out of the box experience. Don't really have an O2 here, so, and this vPro I probably also skip. And base documentation. This content of CD can be viewed and accessed when the CD is mounted. ISO 9660, so I guess we skip those. This is, by the way, the other end user software license agreement printout here, and yeah, start here also not that helpful. Whatever. Jungle Island, special feature with fun and games to explore. Anyway, so let's try this one as last one, and then let's see how the installation starts, if it starts. Does not exist. Let's try this CD-ROM/disk. This is reading. I also don't understand. I think one of the disks it recently changed to this inst/disk 6.5. No idea. I think in the beginning it was CD-ROM/disk. Yeah, this is the reason why the first time 10 years ago I did not finish installation. Something went wrong in the middle of unpacking all the stuff. So now, I suppose we say 3 for done and see what happens. No? Inst. What are we supposed to put in now? When all disks have been read, type done. Select software. Keep up. Install standard. Go. To install because the missing prerequisite return is the picture. Do not install. Also install. Insert another CD or specify another. I thought I inserted everything that was to be inserted. Right, entering install prereq before and it just spits out lots of conflicts. Get Your main install done and then worry about extra installs later. After entering Go, you will get presented with any conflicts that you have on the system. If you are using the set specified above, you should have none. How many conflicts are this even? Ah. Holy moly, what nonsense is this? I mean, maybe I should not have inserted the freeware distribution CDs. Let's see how I get out of this nonsense. Maybe they are twice or so from the freeware distribution set 2 and 3, where we already get warnings while reading this. So I just choose here for each of those the resolution not to install one of those. What else can I do? No conflicts. Go. Okay, let's see what happens now. And you thought installing Linux is difficult. This stuff is really slow. I have no idea what it's doing. Pre-install check. There's 8% there. Probably took 8 minutes. Checking space requirements 10%. It's sitting there for a minute already. I have no idea how checking space requirements can take so long. I would have thought that a company manufacturing microprocessors and state-of-the-art 3D graphics would know how to program snappy software, but apparently this installation is really a little bit strange, and I hope it continues this time. As I said already multiple times, a decade ago it did not finish for whatever stray reasons, so I tune in as soon as the percentage moved again. So it took only 10 minutes or so to reach 16% of checking space requirements. So after this 10 minutes of space checking, whatever that is, we can now insert the Irix Foundation 1 disk. So wait, Foundation 1. This is overlay. Foundation should be this one. Why does it start with this disk? Next comes. So next comes application. So this was Foundation 1, overlay. Foundation 1, Foundation. Oh, it doesn't want Foundation 2, it wants application may. So maybe something like this was what I had a decade ago. So now it says installing new version of selected AppleTalk SV subsystem. It says TR not found. Because it says installing new version of selected command if test grep, which by the way I find quite nice. It's a little bit how we do things in T2, like nice shell scripted and such. However, maybe TR is not here or there or something. I guess it would also mean that this is already the real Unix kernel running. I would at least guess if there are commands like TR and such. But yeah, how to continue now with the rest, I have no idea. Can even escape the shell here and run a command. Cool. That is also like in T2. Anyway, continue. I don't know. What should we just continue with the next, or these are, of course, the things that are hard to find on the internet. How to deal with failures like this, or the installations only say it continues like this, install it like this and such, and not that strange errors happen. So let's see how far we get today with this funny installation procedure. Without any further interruption, we now reached the installation tools and overlay, 1 of 3. Wait. Installing new versions of Welcome Dock. Okay, wonderful. That was fast. Just switched off the camera and immediately it wanted the development libraries. Foundation, application, development libraries. It would also be nice if it would go through the CDs in logical order, though. So, ONC3 NFS version 3 for Irix. I really wonder, is this only 5 MB on the CD or what? I rather would have preferred a CD less. So, Foundations 2. As I said, logical order would have been much appreciated. Foundation 2. Quickly time for the next disk. Out of order execution here, so 3. By the way, this open source stuff, freeware 2 of 3 I guess we are, apparently also includes some 2000 area GNOME stuff, probably GNOME 1 or what that was. After way too much time, freeware part 3 of 3, and I hope this is much further than I went a decade ago. Maybe a decade ago I gave up on this first arrow there, of whatever that was in the middle, but let's see, and cross the fingers there for this. So, and one more of those, by the way, init Samba stop. I really wonder what they were thinking. Did they not test their CDs before shipping them, or how is it possible that just following normal procedures you get such errors? What did I choose earlier? Was it 3, continue current command, or why does this error out of this just vanilla manufacturer installation diskset? I really have no words for this. I mean, this is not cheap crap, this is not Windows or DOS, this is the most luxury Unix expensive workstation stuff, and then such errors. I find this really strange, puzzling and mind-blowing, amazing. Should actually sometimes watch here. Here's even assigning ID 60,000 to unknown user group name KJW? What? Are we installing here some Gentoo, or is it some luxury quality Unix? So there's again some change root error, no such file directory. Here running some temp NNTP cache install. So really wondering what's up with this installation procedure thing. I really hope the end result is actually starting and running correctly. SCSL Scientific Library. Not bad, this coffee. How long are we running already? Over an hour? Already too. %70 progress and counting. Another short installation CD. Apparently only a few megabyte on those, huh? Now comes overlay 2 of 3 overlays. You can never have enough overlays. 70%, my god, it's another hour I guess. We are reaching overlays 3 of 3. 74%. So, freeware part 1 of 3, 7 of 9, and whatever. Freeware 1 of 3. So at 94% we're running some exit commands, whatever that is. And then I still get to hope and fingers crossed that we are getting to really boot something sometime soon. We're actually running some make info stuff. Actually still a little bit like our T2 is still doing. Really interesting how a little bit similar that is to more modern things of us. 95% and counting. So what did we get now? Interesting. Dogbook DTD. Fonts. Also a little bit like T2. Really interesting how close these are. I did not expect to see something like that though. Pre-compiling Python stuff. Maybe I should have skipped all this freeware stuff though. I wonder a bit why I didn't find sort and such there. So I really wonder if this is a fully working system then. So there's some sort and stuff missing, so I'm really wondering. No such file and directory again. As far as I remember, a decade ago I did not install so much. Maybe I gave up with this conflict resolution stuff there. So again something not found there. etc pcp env mkrc. 99%. Also change root not found again. Really a little bit strange in my humble opinion. But Unix is great. TN. Hey, 100%. What will happen next? You may continue with installation or quit now. To install from another CD, change the CD. I think the installation instructions did not list something else. It will ask a question about autoconfigure now and prompt to reboot. It should then boot from the fresh installation. Don't know then. Quit or re-quick starting elf files? Quick starting elf files. So I guess the next thing that will take forever. I wonder why. Remember when in the beginning it checked for a very long time the estimated disk space or something? Why did it compute so long the available disk space and took so long for this and let me install all this when now it is running out of disk space? This quick starting 64 thing, this is ridiculous. If we run out of disk space, I remember when I said, should I really install all this outdated freeware stuff? Maybe I should not have. I really wonder if I will end up having to install it again just because of 4 GB not being enough for this. Even trying it the second time, a decade later, not the most awesome, in my opinion, install experience. So 99%, some out of disk space messages. I wonder why there are not more, if it's out of disk space or it's not we have one partition and not more partitions, but whatever, maybe only out of disk space for some crazy large binaries that cause some misbehavior or something. Yeah, really curious to see what happens now and what, if it will boot or not, or if I have a single byte left to set a password and save a file, or if we have to do everything again on a larger disk or without all the space consuming freeware stuff. So 100% done, automatically reconfiguring the operating system, really wondering what that will be. Ready to restart the system. Sure. Why the hell not? We obviously waited long enough for this. I definitely have never seen this. A decade ago I for sure did not reach this state. This is also a little bit reassuring, as I had a decade ago the stability issues, and now the latest Linux build run much better. Although I still had occasionally a hard lockup or two. So it's also good to see that it survived the installation so far. So I don't know, is something happening now? I thought I have Ethernet plugged in, whatever that means. So I wonder that it by default starts Apache. I wonder how many people would want to run Apache just by installing it. I for sure not. At least it's working quite hard on the hard drive. Still doing something though. And now it changed the video mode that the display doesn't like. Wonderful, now we have an installed Irix where we can't see the display. Okay, let's get another display and see if we see something then. The other day I saw some Unix gentlemen ranting about running Linux instead of Unix. I have to say I find this whole thing here highly uncomfortable. Installation takes forever, this startup takes forever, so welcome to the system setup. Make your system secure. I wonder a little bit why it's delivered unsecure.